Good afternoon, Executive Ground, citation 282 Whiskey Bravo with Charlie at Manion for taxi.
282 Whiskey Bravo, standby. Number 282 Whiskey Bravo, Executive Ground, got some flow coming out. Your departure gate is ground stopped, and we're expecting an update in the next 10 minutes or so.
Okay, are you expecting a 10-minute stop, or we get an update in 10 minutes?
Update in 10 minutes.
Ground, good afternoon, Hawkeye 553 Bravo Whiskey,
Operator 553 Bravo Whiskey, same thing for you, sir. We're ground stop for your departure gate. We're going to expect an update in 10 minutes.
Engine fire. Right engine fire.
Angle of attack. Make the name of attack. Just be the EDCTs. That's a good test. Everything passed, everything done. Initial.
Flight 374 from...
All right, welcome back, everybody.
Whiskey Bravo, you continue taxi. Bravo Echo, hold short 13.
Bravo Echo, hold short of 13, 2 Whiskey Bravo. All right, welcome back, everybody. Finally got things straightened out. They closed down our departure. We were on the Frisbee departure, and we were able to switch it over to the Felix RNAV departure and go out over the ocean. All right, exterior lights. Brakes are checked, nose wheel steering's good, flight instruments. Everything's in the green, we got 29 volts.
Number 282 Whiskey Bravo, cross runway 31 at Echo, and then hold short of Charlie for 27.
Cross 31 at Echo, hold short of Charlie for 272 Whiskey Bravo.
Number 296 Tango Alpha.
All right, ice protection systems are not going to need on the ground. Passenger seats are fine. Flaps are 15, indicating 15 with numbers. Speed brakes are retracted. Confirm retracted. Trims are 1, 2, 3. Go around button is push. We're on heading in takeoff mode, climbing to 2000. 29901 3 times. Crew briefing. All right, let's cross the runway here first. Yeah, welcome back. We had about a 20-minute ground hold, and then I finally called up clearance delivery and got our departure procedure switched. Apparently everybody going home after Christmas here.
In the Frisbee, could we maybe file the Be Nice or Doral or anything?
840 Charlie Bravo A-firm, those are available. Also Felix is available.
Roger.
Okay, we're crossing.
Security 1 Company Center Field run up to South Loop Road.
So we refiled for the Felix, which is out over the ocean, which is our normal route, but there were some storms out there. We'll just pick our way around them on the way
Executive Ground, this is
up to Wilmington.
17 Juliet
All right, we
over
are
at
just
Atlantic.
about here.
I'd like to get flight following to Miami.
Clear the runway. We're good.
Contact clearance.
Crew briefing. Anything before 96 full abort. Full braking. Speed brakes up. Power levers to idle. Anything after 96 will take into the air at 100.
For 27.
Again, 46 Tango Alpha, I'm so sorry.
And handle in the air. We'll plan on returning here on any emergency. We do not have to burn off any fuel.
Then, interception again for Take Alpha.
Delta Alpha for Islander 296 Tango Alpha.
Alright, crew briefing's complete.
Delta Alpha,
And we're supposed to hold short of Charlie here, which is coming up.
Across 31 at Charlie, then to the ramp.
Make sure on clearance. Felix 2 ETECK as filed, maintain 2000, 410 and 10, 19.7 and 14.13.
Attention all aircraft with on ground stop, Miami updates, ground stop will be lifted 1815 Zulu, time now 1755.
Ground 2 Whiskey Bravo, just confirming you want us to stay with you and hold short of Charlie.
2 Whiskey Bravo, A-firm. Actually, I just got your release. You continue taxi to 27, contact tower.
Continue taxi to 27, over to tower. Thanks for your help, 2 Whiskey Bravo.
Have a good one.
Ground 052 with your RNAV.
Chartride 052, Executive Tower, wind 2807, runway 27, cleared to land, number 3, traffic to Learjet on a 5-mile final.
All right, clear line, Chartride 052.
Good afternoon, Executive Tower, citation 282 Whiskey Bravo, ready for departure 27.
Number 282 Whiskey Bravo, roger, landing traffic.
That was fun, getting out of South Florida on...
Number 244 Echo, turn left to Gulf, contact ground.
Getting out of South Florida after Christmas is crazy busy.
Executive Tower at 61.
So what happened is I started my engines up,
runway 27, ready for takeoff.
and
Number 617
then they told me there was a ground hold, and we
we
waited for about 15-20 minutes with the engines running because I didn't want to shut them down, and then restart immediately. Nothing changed, and I heard them say that the Frisbee RNAV departure and the Hard Rock RNAV departure were both closed down. Frisbee's up the middle of the state, Hard Rock goes to the west side. So I went over to clearance and asked them if the Felix RNAV departure was open, and they said yes. So I quickly filed on my iPad, and we got everything switched over. And we are now waiting for takeoff. And it sounded there were about 3 or 4 other planes ground stopped holding, and they started doing the same thing after they heard me do it. So hopefully we get out of here rather quickly. We'll be home in about an hour and a half. It's a pretty cool Learjet landing in front of us here.
Number 6 Tango Alpha, frequency change approved.
6 Tango Alpha, yeah.
See, there's one more on approach here, landing after this
Jet 280,
Learjet.
turn left next taxiway, contact ground.
And then we'll probably be able to get out of here.
Ground up to 280.
2 Whiskey Bravo, one more arrival and I'll get you going.
Thank you, 2 Whiskey Bravo. The big boy, Gulfstream or Global. Such a pretty airplane.
Number 282 Whiskey Bravo, runway 27, line up and wait.
Runway 27, line up and wait, 2 Whiskey Bravo. Airlines are on, and have a clear right.
Charlie 052, safe parking.
Corner custom.
Charlie 052, turn left next taxiway, contact ground.
Okay, Alpha 3, over to ground tax. Charlie 052.
Okay, so you're runway 27. Probably going to be given heading 315 out of here.
Number 282 Whiskey Bravo, wind 2908, turn right heading 315, runway 27, clear for takeoff.
Right turn heading 315, runway 27, clear for takeoff, 2 Whiskey Bravo. Takeoff, power set, achieved, 2 good engines. Airspeeds are alive, both sides. 70 knot, 2 times. E1, rotate. Positive rate, landing gear is coming up.
Number 617 Juliet, caution make turbulence from the departed citation. Fly straight out, runway 27, clear for takeoff, wind 2906.
Heading 315.
27, clear for takeoff. 617 Juliet. I'll
Traffic.
Fly straight out.
Traffic is on the ground.
2 Whiskey Bravo, contact Miami departure.
Over departure, thanks for your help. Have a good day, Whiskey Bravo. Good afternoon, departure, citation 282 Whiskey Bravo, 1,500, climbing 2,000, heading 315.
Citation 282 Whiskey Bravo, my departure, rate of contact, climb maintain 10,000.
Climb maintain 10,000, 2 Whiskey Bravo.
Number 4 Juliet, November, flighting 090.
090 for Juliet November.
November 07 Quebec, contact tower 120.9.
0.9, just back.
November 5 Whiskey Sierra, Miami.
Landing gear is up. I've got no
Approach,
legs.
good
Flaps are
afternoon,
0, indicating 0. Throttles are in the climb D10.
Number 677 Roger, expect our
Passenger safety switch can come off.
Number 2 Whiskey Bravo, you can turn right, heading 1, let's make it a 120 heading, 1 able direct Felix.
Right turn 120, 1 able direct Felix, 2 Whiskey Bravo.
Heavy approach, neighborhood
Correct.
65 Whiskey Sierra.
Correct.
For the
And let's do it now.
Are you looking for a practice approach to a full stop?
Yeah, guys, we'll just take a visual review for us this time.
All right, number 5 Whiskey Sierra, just continue your present heading, descend VFR to 2000, and then reduce your final approach speed. You're following traffic, IFR 7-mile final ground speed, 100 knots.
All right, pressurization is climbing, air conditioners are running on low.
Hey, we're coming level
After
and
takeoff,
slowing
checklist
down.
is complete. A few storms around here, typical South Florida. We got out of there pretty quick. So yeah, they got a ground stop at all the, everybody going up the center of the state. That's probably because a lot of people are
Number 2 Juliet Bravo, or Whiskey Bravo, contact departure 126.05.
2605, have a good day, Whiskey Bravo. Good afternoon, departure citation 282 Whiskey Bravo, 7,200, climbing 10,000, direct Felix.
282 Whiskey Bravo, Miami Roger. We'll be at 10 for a while, got a lot of Miami rebels descending to 11.
Whiskey Bravo, roger. We're showing some storms here on NextRad, but you can see out the window we should be over top of them. We got about 1,000 feet to go here to level off, and might be one in our way, but we can make our way around it. There's 1,000 feet to go. And if you know your speed limit's at 250 knots under 10,000 feet, so the fact that we're at 10,000 feet, we can do over 250 knots. And you'll actually see our speed bug right here go from 250 up to 270. It just jumped. And we'll come back into the cruise detents here, and then pick our way all the way up to about 270 knots. So, welcome aboard again, everybody. I think we'll have a little bit, and let's take a little look here. We're probably going to have a little bit of rain, and not much, in the monitor guard in the Wilmington area.
Watermaker 6465.
So we should be there before that all of that junk gets in there.
6465, Miami departure to contact, climb maintain 9,000.
Climb maintain 9,000, Watermaker 6465.
So that's something that happens very commonly in Fort Lauderdale, especially around the holidays, as we get ground stops. Frequently we get EDCTs. If you've never dealt with an EDCT before, EDCT, estimated departure control time, I think that's what's called, but we'll pop a graphic up on that. And sometimes you will file and they'll tell you you need to take off at a specific time. And if you're doing that, you have to meet that time within 5 minutes, I believe, of either side of that time. And if you miss it, you wind up getting another window. So that happens when you're going into very busy areas, like I said, especially around the holidays. But we'll occasionally get them after Dolphin games or just on bad weather days too, because they're having to shuffle everybody around. So they're keeping us down low here. You can see here's somebody descending. Because Fort Lauderdale and Miami are landing to the west now, people are going to be coming over top of us or just underneath us here going into Fort Lauderdale and into Miami International down here. So I'm sure as soon as we get out toward Felix, they're going to...
Number 282 Whiskey Bravo, traffic no factor, climb maintain 16,000.
Climb maintain 16,000 to Whiskey Bravo. We'll go to 16,000. I'm going to turn the nav off and actually do flight level change right now, and then dial it down to 250 knots, and we'll climb at 250 knots. I'll pop the departure procedure up there, and you can see that the departure procedure says you can accelerate to 250 knots if you can do it. Otherwise, notify air traffic control that you cannot. The reason they want you to do that is because everybody coming out of Executive and Lauderdale that are on the Felix departure, they want them all to climb at the same speed so they don't have to offset you. Quite frequently in the citations we get offsets of 15 degrees because airliners or even Learjets or bigger business jets will outclimb us.
282 Whiskey Bravo, connect to Miami Center 133.4.
33-4, have a good day. 2 Whiskey Bravo.
Okay.
Miami Center, citation 282 Whiskey Bravo, 12,700, climbing 16,000, direct Helix.
Citation 282 Whiskey Bravo, Miami Center, climb and maintain, flight level 230.
Climb maintain, flight level 230, 2 Whiskey Bravo. So we should be able to maintain 250 knots, at least up to flight level 230.
November 521,
we'll probably climb at 2,000 feet a minute most of that time, maybe 1,500 feet a minute. And then generally once I get up in the flight levels, I'll start dialing it back to our normal climb speed of 222 knots.
Affirm, direct cab at the moment, climbing to 10.8 for 1,000. Want to make a practice?
Normally when I'm flight planning my flights, if I can take it, I'll take an extra 1,800 to 2,000 pounds of fuel on board over what ForeFlight shows, and ForeFlight is pretty accurate. And the reason I do that is for this specific reason, is I sat on the ground and probably burned 200 pounds of fuel just waiting on that ground hold. When I picked up my clearance, they did not tell me that there was a ground hold, and I only found out after I started the plane, which is a little bit of a pain in the butt. But they originally told me it was going to be 10 minutes, so I decided just to run the engines for the 10 minutes and wind up turning it into 15 to 20 minutes. And then
thank you.
that's when I decided to file a different routing home, and we got out of there. And it was our 180 off. Checklists. Altimeters are set to standard. Recognition lights are off. Pressurization
maybe two to three more minutes, and then 2605, that's fine.
Alright, we're going to start climbing a little quicker here.
Contact Miami
It's
Center,
pretty hot, ISO plus
135.6.
16. So we're going to climb at 240 knots now. See our speed bug is 240 knots here, so we're just holding 240 knots in the climb. Whenever you're climbing, it's always a good idea to be climbing on an indicated airspeed, or in the case of your bigger avionics, it's called flight level change, and it'll hold this airspeed. And the reason you don't want to climb on vertical speed is because if you're not paying attention, you can easily, if you tell it to climb at 2,000 feet a minute, it's going to continue to do that and bleed your airspeed off. Where if you have it on indicated airspeed, it will bleed off your climb rate instead of your airspeed, and you can never stall the plane. So you always want to climb on an indicated airspeed. The only time I ever change that is when you're about to level off. In RVSM, they want you to climb at 1,000 feet a minute or less for your last 1,000 feet, so you're not causing TCAS.
Miami Center, King here, November 305,
RAs.
13,800, climbing 15.
But when we do that, it's only for 1,000 feet a minute, or 1,000 feet or so, and we monitor everything. Alright everyone, we're passing through flight level 220. We're going to go ahead and shut the cameras off now, so I have enough to record going into Wilmington. I appreciate you coming along for the flight. We'll see you on the way into Wilmington.
Yes, destination Smart Harbor.
Alright, welcome back everybody. We're descending out of flight level 220. We just picked up our VTAP. On the way down, it was an interesting flight. We got up to 410 above all of the weather, and then due to traffic saturation, I'll show you a graphic here, due to traffic saturation in the Jacksonville sector, they put us down at 350 right in the middle of all the light rain and the clouds, and I think I've picked up about an hour of instrument time today. The weather in Wilmington is pretty nice. It looks like it's 4,000 overcast.
2203, squawk 2772.
Some gusty winds out of the east, and we should be landing over downtown. If you're enjoying this flight, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know what you'd like to see. And if you enjoy the channel,
Thank you, Jeff.
like and subscribe, and I'd appreciate that. It helps me out a lot. So. Just now see the coast. It's been pretty bumpy descending out from flight level 320 down into where we're at right now, and I think it should continue to be bumpy down to about 11,000 feet. We were in icing conditions most of the flight, but nothing was sticking to the airplane. We had the engine heats on most of the time.
Hello, Jax, American 2786 at flight level 360.
By the time we land, though, we should,
2786,
our RAT should be above 10 degrees, and everything should be fine. We won't have to land with the icing equipment on. Altimeter
9 Alpha
set.
Alpha, leveling 380.
Number 999 Alpha Alpha Jackson.
And recognition lights are already on.
350.
Approach checklist is
Down to
next.
350, 9 Alpha. Hey, Rouge, 1801, flight level 360.
Equalizers 109.95.
Number 766, checking on file 350.
And the NAS 109.95.
Number 766, Jackson.
109.95 is in there.
Direct to.
Will be 058 inbound, expecting 1700 in Sappho.
We're doing that 766.
They are using the visual approach, but I always set up an approach here. 228 is our minimum. Airport altitude is 32, which is right there. This approach is climbed to 2,000 direct topsy and hold.
178 Jackson and welcome. You can expect more of the same ahead. It's choppy today. Track 626
You can see just in that few minutes our outside air temperature, or the RAT, not the outside air temperature, is 7 degrees.
Number
Once we get to
66,
10, I can shut off all the icing, which I just have the engine heats on right now. So we're not picking up anything.
Jet 650 contact launch, center 124.02.
12402, Jet 650. Yep, descending down to we'll exit down to 350, 999 Alpha.
There we go. The overcast layer has dissipated.
Jack
and
Center, November 930
revealed Cape Fear to us. Always a beautiful
Number
sight.
930 Zulu Fox.
Now we're out of clouds. We'll shut the engine heats off here. Plus the RAT is almost at 10 degrees.
Number 282 Whiskey Bravo, contact Wilmington approach control 118.25.
1825. Have a good day. 2 Whiskey Bravo.
4302 November, contact Seymour Johnson approach 119.7.
Wilmington approach, citation 282 Whiskey Bravo, 12000, descending 11,000 with Oscar.
Citation 282 Whiskey Bravo, Wilmington approach, descend and maintain 3000, expect visual approach runway 6.
Descend, maintain 3000, we'll expect the visual runway 6 to Whiskey Bravo. Okay, down to 3000. I was thinking I was going to get an approach up here. It was supposed to be rainy and overcast, but weather wound up being pretty nice here. But we should get another nice approach right over downtown Wilmington.
Airlink 1, contact tower 119.9.
250 knot. Speed restriction here, 10,000 feet. 10,000 feet. Passenger safety switch is on and landing data is confirmed. Crew briefing. I already briefed the approach, and this should wind up being a visual approach. Avionics and flight instruments, everything is already set up. Fuel transfer is off, and we are balanced. Exterior lights are on recogs. Passenger briefing, I already let them know. Seats and seat belts are adjusted and secured, and messages are no messages. Approach checklist is complete. Before landing is next. Got our ghost needles now. There's 109.95 and automatically identified as IGNM. rain. 2 Whiskey Bravo has the airport in sight.
November 2 Whiskey Bravo, clear visual approach runway 6, contact tower 119 airport enter.
Clear visual runway 6 and over to tower. Have a good day, 2 Whiskey Bravo. Go heading, make a left turn there, home. Procedure, activate vectors to final. That path is because we activated vectors to final and got off our VNAV. Let's go to tower. Wilmington Tower, citation 282 Whiskey Bravo, visual runway 6.
Citation 282 Whiskey Bravo, Wilmington Tower, wind 1108, runway 6, clear to land.
Runway 6, clear to land, 2 Whiskey Bravo.
Number 2 Whiskey Bravo, stable, join final on your present heading. There's going to be a helicopter that's landing to the hospital southwest of the Wilmington Airport.
Whiskey Bravo, roger, we'll join the final on this heading. And we're going to go ahead and go down to 2,000 feet. We normally intercept at 1,700, but we'll be pretty far.
Canadian 583, Wilmington Tower, wind 1108, fly runway heading, runway 6, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading, clear for takeoff, runway 6, Circadian 583.
So he said a helicopter was going into the hospital, which is right here underneath Sappho. So he just wants to keep me west of the hospital. Few of you were asking me about airspeeds. Once I get under 3,000 feet, we start slowing down to 230 knots. When you're within 4 miles of a class Delta, you're supposed to be at 200 knots. So 230 knots is a good speed here.
Novak Airlink 1, traffic citation about 10 miles southwest of the Wilmington Airport. They're going to join about a 5-mile final for runway 6. Should be no factor. Radar services terminated. Frequency change approved. Wind this field 110 at 9er.
Novak Airlink 1, what is the figure for that traffic?
You can see the glide slope ball here keeps going in and out. Actually, we have no glide slope on the co-pilot side, but we do have one on the pilot side. I'm sure that'll change here shortly, but our glide slope keeps bouncing around. It's going in and out. So you got to be very careful when you're this far out and you're not on the localizer that you might be getting false glide slopes. And now we have glide slope on both sides, but as you can see, it's swinging all over the place right now. And we're going to go down to 1,700 feet, get under our flaps 15. Okay, we're under flaps 15, speed checks are good, there goes flaps 15, we'll start slowing to 160 knots.
Autopilot.
And looks like the glide slope is finally calmed down, and we have a real one now. We should pick it up right around Sappho. Since we're at 1,700, we can set our missed approach altitude as 2,000. We have glide slope alive. I always love this approach. Right over downtown. 1 dot above landing gears coming down. 3 greens, no reds. Glide slope active, flaps going to 35. And before landing checklist. Landing gears down, flaps 35 indicating 35, speed brakes are retracted and confirm retracted. Go right altitude, set airspeed, cross checks 137 both sides. Passenger safety switch and landing lights on, we are confirmed clear to land. I know about 51% N2 usually gives us about our approach speed. And obviously that has a lot to do with the temperature, and if we're in turbulence I usually keep it a little more than that. You can see we have a 26 knot, almost direct crosswind at the moment. We're pretty far offset, but he did say the winds were 110 at 8, I believe is what he said. We're going to keep the speed up just a little bit because it's turbulent, pretty gusty too. Got a long runway, no reason to come in too slow here.
500.
Gear down, 3 green, no red, pressurization is 0.3, yaw dampers disengage. Air confirmed clear to land, and the winds now are 115 and 17.
Minimums.
Continue. It's a pretty gusty landing.
Number 2, Whiskey Bravo, turn left at Golf, taxi via Golf Bravo Charlie, hold short of runway 17 at Charlie with me.
Alright, left turn at Golf Bravo Charlie, hold short of 17 with you to Whiskey Bravo.
Number 2, Whiskey Bravo, are you parking at Modern or Aero Center?
We're going to Aero Center to Whiskey Bravo.
Roger, thank you.
Alright, runway launch coming up. Plates are coming off. Flaps are 0, heater statics are off, ice protection systems are all off. Turn off defog.
Number 44 Bravo Yankee, Wilmington Tower, wind 110 at 8, climb and maintain 10,000.
Shield,
clear
defog systems are off, exterior lights
runway 17, clear for takeoff.
are fine. Thanks again everybody for coming along. Another great flight here in Wilmington. If you're enjoying these videos, give me a like, subscribe, tell your friends about it.